everybody, I'm Tasha with the Major Change Group, and today I want us to talk about how we can calculate our credit card utilization. And I'm going to show you a really cool way for you to be able to do that. Now, if we are wanting to increase our credit score fast, the quickest way for us to be able to do that is by tackling our credit card utilization, because that's going to be 30% of our credit score. Now, our credit score is made up of 5 components, and so we have our payment history, our credit card utilization, our length of credit, our new credit, and our credit mix. If we want to be higher achievers, then we really want to report not 30%, which is good. We really want to report less than 7%, especially if you go over to the experience site. Now, there are tons of ways for you to be able to calculate your credit card utilization, because what you want to do is you want to take all of your credit cards and what is your credit limit on all of those credit cards, and then how much do you owe on those credit cards? So you want to divide that. So let's say you have $10,000 in available credit, but then you owe $5,000. So that's going to be a 50% credit card utilization. Now, if we are trying to increase our credit score fast, because really you can increase your credit score within 30 days once your creditor reports to the credit bureau. So you really would be able to see a big jump in your credit score month over month. So let's say if you're reporting 50% and you get it down to 30%, you will see an increase. But if you get it down to 7%, man, you will see a real high increase on your credit score. So that is really good. Now, when we are pulling our credit report, because you can go on to myannualcreditreport.com and you can pull your credit report, but you can also pull your credit score, but you will have to most of the time pay to pull your credit score. But the thing is, you can go on to the 3 credit bureaus. So you can go on to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and you can pull your credit score there. Because normally what I'll do is, because I love to go on to Experian, and you can pull your credit score from there. And they usually give you like a free trial to be able to pull all 3 of your credit scores. But then even once you go within the website, you will be able to see how much available credit you have and then how much you owe. And then it'll tell you what your credit card utilization is. Now, most of the credit cards, let's say American Express, Chase, Citi, you can get your credit score from them. And even with Chase, because I love to go onto the Chase site, you can even see what your credit card utilization is. So I believe my credit card utilization is 3%. So you have the first way to be able to manually calculate it by taking what is your credit limits divided by what your debt is. So if you have 10,000 divided by 5,000, that's going to be 50%. Or you can go over to the site and pull it. But now, from Water Your Soul, y'all, he sent me over his website, and he has a new credit utilization calculator. And I was like, y'all, this is so cool. Wow, his website is so cool. But when you go on here, he has the credit card utilization calculator, and he even has a book. So y'all most definitely have to check him out. But then I will also put his channel on here too, because he has so much great information on there. But when we click on the credit card utilization calculator and you come over here, so this is the credit card utilization calculator, and this will be able to help you to find out what your credit card utilization rate is. And what I did was, even though I have 14 credit cards, what I did was I put in about 5 of my credit cards. I have 14 credit cards, but I don't have balances on all of those credit cards. So you can see that on 2 other credit cards, I have a higher credit limit and a very, very low balance. So it's good to check your overall credit card utilization, but your individual credit card utilization as well, because I have this one credit card and I have a $7,100 credit limit, but I owe $1,370. And so that's going to be my Citi Platinum American Airlines. And so I usually put a lot of my spend on that credit card. And then this credit card number 5 is my Chase Sapphire Preferred card. And so I actually took that with me when I went to Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. So I had a little bit more spend. So I'm going to calculate everything. And so with the putting all of the information in there, it states that my credit card utilization is 4.52%, and that's going to be below 30%. And so here it states keeping a lower credit card utilization, 10% or less, is even better. So I definitely do think being able to get to 30%, let's say if you have 50% or more, but if you can get to 10% or even 7%, the lower the better. So you'll have to go over to Nail's website, and I'm going to put his channel in here because I think that this is so cool to be able to calculate your credit card utilization, because I think that it's really good that one, it calculate each of the credit cards. So you can see here for that fourth credit card with the credit limit of 7,000, but with that balance, see, that's 19%. So that's how it can make, that one doesn't look as good, even though on the other four credit cards it's a little bit lower. So I think that's why it's good to take a look at your individual credit card so you can see what your credit utilization is, but your overall as well. And he did a great job being able to gather all of that information. So shout out to Nail. I think that this is so amazing, but you'll have to let me know, how do you calculate your credit card utilization, and if you're going to go over there and check it out. Well, I hope that you found this information helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn your notification bell on so you'll be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we want to make sure that we got our finances in order for 2026. And so you'll have to go and check out my digital budget planner on my Etsy shop. Y'all, I'm very excited about it. You have your monthly budget, you have your debt repayment and your debt tracker. I'm very excited. I added a bingo savings planner to where you can put a few other things that you're trying to do. Possibly you're trying to save 1,000 or 5 or 10,000. So you can put that in there. Maybe you want to get you a high yield savings, possibly open up a Roth IRA. So you can put your savings goal in the boxes and just mark them off as you complete it. But then also you can always go over to my website and get my free budget and debt repayment template. And I even added the bingo savings for that as well. So you can drop down in the description and go over to my website or my Etsy shop. It's not a game.